the second attempt at me going live this evening. I just spent a good 5 minutes talking to myself and realised that I'd left the stream to unlisted and no one would be hearing anything. And after about 2 minutes, I thought, what's going on here? There's something very strange. And I realised the error of my ways. So hopefully now we should see some people turning up and we can all have our usual evening chat. Well, the crack in the old window, the one that's about that big, I managed to get that dealt with today. They're coming tomorrow, so I'll be able to get on with some work and get back to it. And also, I say, coughing away, you can hear the old convids are actually starting to disappear and getting some of my voice back, which is nice. Hello, Bloodnose, Julie Keys, Lorna McKenzie and Bridget. Good to see you all. Gary Moores as well. You're all in the chat. Lovely to see you. Who else have we got there? Let's have a look. Somebody else jumped in that I didn't actually register. No, it's all right. Alan Pape, good to see you. And good to see you in the chat. Mad Spaniel as well. Hey up to you. Hope you're well. Yes, today, where are we? Jerry Georgopoulos. Hello, Andy. How's the rest of your family doing health-wise? Well, we're all okay. Hello, Pisshead. Hope you're well. I'm going to be joining you very soon. Sorry, did I say Pisshead? I meant Julie Baldwin. Good to see you. Yeah, we're all right. I've got a cough that won't sod off, basically, and it's getting rather tiresome now. So I'm going to drink a bottle of whiskey and see what happens. My wife has got a cough, but she's okay. And my son's got a cough, but he's okay. And my son has coughed down to work. Caught you live again. Lots happening. Have you been keeping up with Robert Malone? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, there you go. Air Zulu, evening all. Hope you're all well. Hello, Air Zulu. Good to see you. Who else we got here? Yes, Dave. I need to check up on Robert Malone, definitely. And I must admit, I found that very good timing that when I mentioned the name, I just suddenly had an interruption. That does make me laugh, that does. Hello, Neil Tanner. Good to see you. Julie spotted Alan in the chat. That's all good. We're all here for each other. Yes, the crack in the window is being sorted out tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get a new windscreen and we'll get back to it. But I did pick up 6 people locally this evening. I thought that wouldn't be too bad, just a quick hop down the road, so I did that. Well, what do we have in the Twitter sphere? We have Elon Musk causing a stir, don't we? He's bought rather a large chunk of Twitter. Now, what does this mean? Does it mean the return of Trump? Does it mean we get more free speech? Does it mean that some of these lefty flag-waving, virtue-signalling plonkers pulling the strings behind the scenes will do one? What do you think? Will it mean change at Twitter? Or is this just another Elon Musk, let's chuck a few quid at it and stir up and see what happens? Bev Berry, I don't trust Twitter either. I literally use it as a tool just to promote some of my stuff and, stir the lefty pot, basically, and we'll see what happens. Julie Baldwin, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julie. I know your age and I won't tell, but later on I'm going to be pissed just like you. Seriously, have a good one, Julie. And hope you are drunk and merriment and everything else you should be on your birthday. Hello, Claire Bell. Good to see you. What else we got here? Bridget, all's good. Done a bit of comedy today, so I hope you all pop over for a laugh. Okay, cool. I'll go check that out once I've poured myself a stiff one and drunk to Julie Baldwin's birthday. Hello, Trevor Fuller. Good to see you. #1 fan as well. And Stink Pooter. Yay, all together. Happy birthday. Exactly. How late am I? We've been here for 4 minutes and 57 seconds. However, I spent 5 minutes of that talking to myself because I did another live stream and didn't realise I hadn't said it to public. So I wondered why people weren't turning up. Silly old me. Happens all the time. For some reason, I'm on the native YouTube streaming platform again because I tried to get on Streamlabs, and for some reason, it's not working. It's not playing ball at all. There's some kind of authentication error which won't let me connect up and do my thing. There is a thing called StreamYard, which other channels use, Police Off the Cuff being one of them. And I might have a look at that as an alternative, because I can't have, you know, things being disrupted, because if I do it this way, I don't get on Facebook either. No, I don't get that spread about. I'm paralytic. Glad I can type without looking. Yeah, so some people can do that. I mean, a friend of mine once said to me, I could tell you were pissed. I said, what's that? He said, because your spelling was perfect. And that works often. Andy, what about Kit Malthouse complaining he's having a difficult time coping financially on the 115 grand salary? Honesty and truth. You want honesty and truth about that? I think, what a fucking sham. I don't think any of these guys have got any sense of reality whatsoever. You know, I have a gas and electricity bill now, as I'm sure the rest of you do, that has gone through the absolute roof. I work my arse off 24/7, 7 days a week to provide for my family, and the bills go up all the time. It's always, we give, they always take. And for someone on probably 3 times what I am, to be fair, every year, to sit there and complain that they're hard done by, it's a question of cut your cloth and shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear it. We really don't. I think they need to come and spend a bit of time in our shoes. But if you put something like that on Twitter, you'd probably get kicked off unless Elon Musk has anything to say about it. I absolutely love that news, and I follow it with interest, because last time Mr. Musk got involved in something, made me a few quid. So we'll see what happens. But he put a survey on his Twitter thing saying, do you want an edit button, as in you can edit your tweet? I do, because I always make mistakes on there all the time. One mistake is being on there in the first place, actually. It's not fantastic, but there you go. Right, let's go back to the chat and see who we've got. I'd like to be struggling on 115,000. Exactly right. That is exactly right. MPs at Moan make me sick. Exactly, Lorna McKenzie. They're just completely out of touch. Anyone know real owners of Twitter? Tried to do research. I thought it was owned by Saudi royal family years ago. I'm not sure, James Carney. I know I knew the name of the MD at one point, but not the actual owners themselves. I really don't know where that money tree falls. So now it appears Andrew will be going to the Derby with the royal family in the summer. If it isn't the MPs, it's the royals in scandal. I read when he, gave his arm to his mother to go down the thing at Philip's Memorial. That'd be it. Do that, job done, off he goes. No, he seems to be hanging around like a bad smell. I mean, he put that thing on about the Falklands War, didn't he? That tribute through Fergie's Instagram page. Realised he'd pissed a lot of people off and got rid of it. Another out of touch, maybe. But he tends to like putting his 2 pennyworth around everywhere. Hello, John Kent. Good to see you. Yes, I'm all right. The main thing that's hitting me is the fatigue. I can concentrate for a period, and then all of a sudden, clunk, I'm done. That's the thing that's really pissing me off right now, but we'll get there, I suppose. Rachel Reeves shouldn't be accusing Tories of sleaze when she's not declared 30 grand's worth of donations. Well, there you go. Elon Musk is the largest shareholder of Twitter. Yeah, what's he got? 2/3? Something like that, wasn't it, Alan? Quite a large chunk of change in the old Twitter sphere. Hiya, Chrissy Williams. Good to see you. And I hope your day down Folkestone Way has been all right, and you've been keeping out the way of those dinghy divers. I saw an article earlier about where we're supposed to be sending them to Rwanda, is it? Oh, piss off, Boris. We're not falling for it anymore, to be honest. Microsoft would be the corporation, but follow the behind the corporate. Right, gotcha. This isn't loading for me today. I was kicked out twice. Factual Breakdown says, don't look at me. As I said, Factual Breakdown, I'm having to use the native YouTube stuff again because Streamlabs for some reason isn't working. What you have to do, you get your phone, you say, right, I want to stream to YouTube, I want to stream to Facebook, and then it says, who are you? So you go, and it says authentication error, and it won't let you go any further. But I know I am who I am, and well, you know, make of that what you will, but I'll look into it some more tomorrow. People should just lay off Andrew. He has 2 real children. I'm like, yeah, well, that is a good point. The problem is, Factual, I don't think he has any idea of, you know, the media perception that's created every time he sticks his head above the parapet. They'll destroy him, and then we get to talk about it. Simple as that. Yes, R.I.P. to Harry Billings, a man with more character in his little finger than a lot of the people we talk about. Yes, a very brave man, one of the few that dashed onto D-Day beaches and collected for the Poppy Appeal for 60 years. I won't go into what we all feel about that because that takes away the efforts of the man, and raised £25,000 to go towards a monument for his fallen comrades. Can't say enough about that man, really can't. Everybody, this is the Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby from the car. Hope you're all well and had a good day. Thank you for joining me. This is boring. I might have to put something with it later. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, the old thumbs up on the chat. That will give the algorithm something to talk about in the old YouTubey. And if you're new to the channel and haven't done so already, please consider subscribing as well. We're falling a bit again and we need to get those numbers up. Hello, the creator. Good to see you. MJK Info. Yeah, I agree with that totally, that assessment. Totally. Colin Mawson, I hope EM slaps Twitter around and allows a lot of the old school back again. Yes, I think that's one of the things that's done around, isn't it? BBT will call it. Yeah, that's a hashtag, BBT, bringing back Trump. That could be one to stir the lefties. Chrissy Williams, you sound better today, Andy. I feel better. My voice is still a little bit ropey, but my energies are in, you know, fits and starts, short, sharp bursts. But we'll have to see what happens. Let's see who we got in the chat. Look after you, Andy. I certainly will, Clara. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. How old is Andrew? 62? He attended a memorial with his mum for his father. At their ages, leave them be. Andrew has never cared much about anything outside of self. Yeah. When I saw that initially, I thought that it was just him supporting his mother. No, I didn't have any problem with it. But when you read the media spin that gets put out, you think, yeah, maybe. Or is this more than what they think? They're always trying to stir the shite, and I don't like them very much. Where else are we? I think we've got everybody in the chat. I always like to make sure I say hello to all people. Who we got? Super typist, likey like. That's definite. Alan Edge, can we send Boris and Pretty to Rwanda? Yeah, I think we need to give them both a high-vis jacket, you know, like them Jobsworths, and give them a clipboard and a pen. I mean, I think, oh yeah. See, I've got a pencil here, but I could do with another one, and they could have Andy the Gabby Cabby use pencils, and they can stand there at the docks at Rwanda and check them in, and it'll say Tracy from TW Media standing there with a clicker, won't it? Andy, you're covering the brand name on that can like a Blue Peter presenter. Is it a fizzy drink or sticky back plastic? I like it. Oh God, see, I'm not out of it yet. Hit the like button, peeps. That's Chrissy Williams. Thank you for that. Do you think Elon will save free speech? No, but I think it will go a long way to pissing off all the lefty controlling types, and I love it. Anything to stick something in their eye. That's wonderful by me. Happy birthday, Julie. It's my birthday tomorrow, is it so? Chrissy Williams, right, we'll get there somewhere. Andy, Fergie is a total liability, ex-royal, but dropped herself in it again, the latest alleged financial skirmish. I liked Fergie, but she just can't stay out of trouble. Oh no, it's a fun, that's not a toe. Race to 100 likes, guys. Smash the like button, please, and help Andy's algorithm. That's Julie Baldwin. I bet the algorithm likes a good smashing, doesn't it? Who we got? Divvy and Ringo, laugh out loud. Yes, someone with a memory as long as me. Lorna Mackenzie, I sure hope not. I love the Queen and suspect that Meghan Snarkle will cause problem. Oh, yeah, her again, Jesus. It frightens me. What's this? It frightens me the thought Keir Starmer being Prime Minister. Right. Very, very good point there about Mr. Starmer. Oh, sorry, Sir Keir Starmer. I heard him on the radio earlier, and he said something very important. He said, if you vote for Labour on May the 5th, we're going to put regulations in place, which means you will pay cheaper gas and electricity bills. What worries me is the amount of people that will fall for that utter, complete bullshit. Number one, it's not going to happen because we don't trust what comes out of him. And number two, local councils don't have the authority to even talk about, let alone enforce any of that. It's cheap political bullshittery, and we need to get people to wake up and not vote for them. It's crazy, absolutely. How people still believe this, I don't know. Is it the voting system that puts them there? I don't know. But the point is, we've got to be careful what we're being told and wake up to what's true from what isn't. And unfortunately, 80% of what comes out of them isn't, without a shadow of a doubt. Andy, you didn't say hello to me. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Tickety Boo. Hello to you. And I hope you're all right. Good to see you. Factual breakdown, the numpty pair won't come to the Platinum Jubilee as the Netflix crew is banned. They therefore have nothing to gain. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? And an edge reform for me, time for a change. Yeah, it is time for a change. I mean, the thing is, these people need to be sent a clear message that we're done, we're not interested. But the problem is, as we saw with the coalition government in 2010 with the Tories and the Lib Dems, that to me was a clear message that was sick of the system, but they twisted that around in such a way to say, oh, we hear you, we hear what you want, we're going to give you a coalition you never voted for and do what the fuck we like for the next 5 years. It's a totally twisted crap system, and how there's not been problems in this country before, I do not know. Julie, councils don't make regulations, that's right. And in fact, you've typed that with the amount you've drunk. I'm very impressed. Boxing MMA 365, hello to you, good to see you. Tickety Boo is having a good old laugh too. Keir doesn't know what a woman is. Yeah. Oh, that could be another video for another time, couldn't it? James Carney, UK still at war with pandemic. Oh, pardon me, Wendy Pops. So it's Boris until they have their next elite move, yes. Well, he seems to have saved his arse with all that going on over there at the moment, hasn't he? Mad Spaniel, 48, here, bagum, you youngster. I'm what am I, 44 nearly, is what I am. Honey and truth, honesty and truth. I don't think it's about Netflix. It's about having no children. They can't explain their absence. And besides, the two hate each other now and can barely be civil in public. Ooh, that's very telling. That is very telling. Vivian Ringo, worst of all worlds. Good to see you back. We miss you. Thank you, William. Appreciate that very much. Emra, my day has been fine. Listening to your family playing with my son on whatever you've been playing with, and he dragged me outside for 5 minutes for a quick game of basketball. Cosmic Water, the people of Ukraine, Russia, and the innocent Russian conscripts are suffering from the effects of the Russian prick. It's an awful disaster, isn't it? I mean, all these photos that are coming out and video footage and awful. How could anyone trust Keir Starmer when he refuses to define what a woman is? Yeah, it's appeasing these far lefty types, isn't it? It's crazy. I mean, there's supposed to be. I mean, I don't know the precise number because I think it's ridiculous, but there's supposed to be so many definitions or gender definitions now, isn't there? Absolutely hundreds of them, and it's ridiculous. As far as I'm concerned, I want my child coming home from school telling me what a man and a woman is, and that's it. If I hear gender non-binary fluid diddy type, I should be down there. Don't you worry about that. What's this Yorkshire Rose where find? I ain't got a bloody clue. Putin Z, do you ever smile? That's one. Gary the Dinghy Diver's in the house. Good to see you. I'm glad you've left out the full name that you go by. Folks, this is Andy the Gabby Cabby's Daily Chat. Good to see you all in here. Hope you're doing well. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. In fact, hit it twice. No, don't hit it twice, because if you hit it once, it's a like. And if you hit it twice, it unlikes. So if you do it twice, do it 3 times. Just hit it and help the algorithm. That'll be cool. If you haven't done so already and you're new here to the channel, please consider subscribing as well. You got the button somewhere around, somewhere, there, and the notification bell too, so you know when we're up to something somewhere, and it is all good. And thank you for all your support. It's absolutely wonderful. I assume Keir Starmer is married to a man, super typist says. Well, man, woman, woman with penis, well, who knows? He needs to clarify his position, doesn't he? He needs to clarify his position. Who we got here? Steve Colg, some kind of wavy thing. Hello, I see you as well. Good to see you here. Hope you are well. Who else we got? See if there's anyone we missed. Andy, Boxing MMA 365 is my boy from POTC. Wonderful. Some police off the cuff in the chat. Excellent. Joan of Arc, Andy, I'm listening from my car on my way to Palm Springs. You sound like a professional announcer. Go, Andy. Brilliant. Thank you, Joan of Arc, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it. It's good to see people from other places here, particularly the States. I love you guys over there, and thank you for tuning in. You just get a dose of decency and honesty and a bit of common sense. And hopefully sometimes a bit of a laugh. I must admit I felt a little bit drained when I come out here, but I feel a little bit more on form than usual. If Putin's a war criminal, yeah, Putin Z, I totally get where you're coming from there. And I think The Hague has some catching up to do. Did anyone see the video of Keir Starmer being thrown out of and banned from that pub last year? Oh, yeah, Cosmic War Toad. No, but I did a video on that as well. I jumped straight on that immediately. And now what got me with that was he said, you know, get out of our pub. Go and fuck off, you Labour bastard. Get out, get out. And Keir just said, I don't need to listen to what you have to say. Well, he does. He does. Because he votes for you. It's very simple logic at the end of the day. He votes for you, and that's it. Factual, yeah, I did see Joe Murray was on Mark DeMayo's thing. I've got to try and catch up with that. And also a couple of things that Bill and Phil have done as well on that poor Cassie Carley. I haven't caught up the latest news on that. But that's a tragic episode, that one as well. Starmer was sneaking around my neck of the woods in Hertfordshire. Can't stand him. Trying to get votes for our local useless candidate. I'll tell you one time, and it was a few years ago. I had a lefty come to my doorstep, and I looked at him, and I looked down, and I could see the Labour literature in his hand. And I said, whatever you've got to say, stop. And he said, what? I said, you're a lefty. And he went, I'm here to represent the Labour Party. I said, I know you're here to represent the Labour Party, but I'm not interested in anything you've got to say. He said, well, Jeremy can change your life for the better. He can do this. Oh, really? Yes, well, what's he going to do exactly? Fuck off. Wait. And he went, he really did. And I have, from that day to this, I have not had another political canvasser knock on my door ever again. I thought it was wonderful, and I've never seen a lefty run down the road so fast in all my life. It was wonderful. And more people need to shut them down, really. I hope you are safe and well. It's Alan Pape, sounded factual. That's cool. Julie Baldwin, BRB, need a drink. How many's that now? Tickety boo, full of BS, definitely. I hope you'll be on duty, Ron, soon. I have no idea, factual. I'm here and waiting in the wings, but there's a lot to talk about with police cases and things of that nature. Is that right, factual, that you went back on police off the cuff? Can you share Alan Edge email about test card with us? Yeah, I will do. But that won't be tonight. I'll have a quick butchers of that when I get in. Woo-ah, Jeremy Corbyn, exactly. I really wanted to be there for Joe Murray, regardless of what I've not heard from Joe for a long time, or any of those guys. I have the odd email with Bill every now and again, but that's just the way of things. I emailed Bill couple of days ago, actually, and told him what I thought of the Cassie Carley case. That's the last time I went on there. Fern Wright, hi Andy and all. Hello Fern Wright. Where is Diane Abbott? Supporting the Cranes, I think. Honesty and truth. At least that's the Diane Abbott in here. I upset the local leader of the council. An old man sent him packing with his lefty crap. Yes. You're drumming on dashboard, Andy. Is the car empty? Mad Spaniel says. The car is empty, I'm afraid. There is no one in the car at all. Yorkshire Rose helps homeless on our streets with food parcels. Okay, Philip Davis. That's a good one to know. When I saw that Joe was going to guest, I wanted to be there. Blood knows. I just had a YouTube suggested video about the test card history, as it makes me curious. All right, I will have a look. I've not caught up with the messages that people have sent me. I did see the one from Alan. I'll have a look at that as soon as I get in. Well, tell a lie. As soon as I poured myself something very nice in a glass with some of those, that would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Where else have we got? Police Off the Cuff is here, and they've just sent me a $10 super sticker. Hello, Police Off the Cuff. I'm assuming that's Bill. Good to see you in here, and hope you are well. And I've been enjoying your content the last couple of days with the Cassie Carley case. And it's been good, some good stuff. And I've seen you been getting some good viewing figures as well. Hiya, Bill. Anybody, if you like all things from a police and crime perspective from a couple of retired New York City police detectives, you can do no better than hopping across the Police Off the Cuff and subscribing to them. Good friends of the channel, and I appreciate them very much. And thank you for the $10 super sticker. Yes, Factual Breakdown, Senior Bill. I love POTC, she says, and that's wonderful. Are you going to be live tonight, Bill? I've got a bit of catching up to do on your streams from yesterday and whatever, but I'm going to catch up with them, definitely. Listen, everybody, this is the Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. If you haven't done so already, please do this. Hit the like button, and we can get the 5 p.m. EST. Okay, brilliant. I'll pour myself a scotch, and I shall be there. Yes, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button on the chat. That'll help the algorithm discover the channel. We know how that algorithm likes a good old shifty around. If you're new here on the channel as well and you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. We need to get those numbers up again. I have been a bit quiet of late because of the old COVID. I've been knocked on my ass pretty much for a week, and I'm still pretty fatigued, should I say, but I'm coming back slowly but surely, which is all good, and we'll get some more content on here. And thank you very much, everybody, for your support. It's wonderful. And at that, we are currently on over 100 likes. Watch live on Patrol USA Police on YouTube. That's another one. It's about an hour. Okay. Who else we got here? Good job, guys. 100 likes. Absolutely. Julie, I have a question. How much have you drunk so far, and what is it? What's your poison today? What have you got yourself? Let me know. And I hope you've had a good birthday too. We always got to have a good birthday. Let's have a look back through the chat, shall we, and see who we've missed. Alan Pape is saying hello to Bill, and he's from Chester. If you haven't done so already, Alan, go and subscribe to Bill. They do good stuff. Honesty and Truth, she's going to shower and try to count her breath. She's still in the shower. Jesus. You have the mug, right? I've got both mugs, Factual Breakdown. I got one of theirs, and I got one of, well, I've got two of mine and two of theirs, actually. Was Corbyn in bed with various Russian politicians, if you can call them that, and Putin, who knows? And, you know, saying it and proving it, isn't there? Two different things beyond a reasonable doubt. Can you imagine those men who want to be a woman going through pre-menopause or having periods? Oh, Jesus. I always remember my father, and this is going to sound very sexist what I'm about to say. I'd had a row with my wife, and I came in and I said, what the hell is it with the time of the month? And he said, you wait till the menopause. I think he was having a hard time then. But yeah, they don't know what they're letting themselves in for, I don't think. This is my Sunday night. I'm working all over the weekend. Midnight finishes, so I'm afraid I'll miss your chats for a bit. That's all right, Mad Spaniel. We're here. We're on the replays as well, so that's all cool. You love the people in POTC chat, Alan. Really, really nice people. They certainly are. Don't know. I've been drinking since 12 p.m. Lost count after 3 drinking Remy Martin. Oh, my God. Neats, hello all, and Andy, just caught you still sounding rough, Andy. Are you getting better? I'm feeling okay. I'm having a second win this evening, and it seems to be all right. It's the energy. It's doing this all the time, and the voice is kind of okay, I think. Tad, Andy, I just tuned in. I just tuned in. What do you think about Channel 4 getting privatised? Is it going to make a world of difference? Is my first question. Is it going to make a world of difference? I mean, I've not taken any interest in Channel 4 or anything really on there for years. I just don't, call me ignorant to the situation. I'll have to look a bit more at it when I go indoors. But yeah, I'm a little bit... I'm a little bit per se with that one. Let's see who we've got. I wonder how much do the New York cops know about our police, more so the Metropolitan Police, and wonder how many think our cops should carry a gun for protection. Yeah, there was a YouTuber who ran a channel called Murder Academy. Stephen Keogh, his name is, and I emailed him the other day just to check, you know, what was going on with him. And Steve is a retired detective inspector from the Metropolitan Police, and he actually guested on Police Off the Cuff with Bill and Phil, and they were comparing notes. and there was a lot more similarity there to the situation than you would believe. And even I went on Police Off the Cuff. I did a 45, 50-minute show with them, and we were talking about taxi driving and the differences between here and there are similarities. But hi, Kim Alliston, good to see you. But the only thing is, over there was more chance of a gun being involved than over here. But there seems to be equal amounts of violence and civil disobedience on both sides of the pond, for the way I look at it. And the results of it are becoming more and more violent as the years go by. Police are getting attacked. And then, you take America, for example. If you smack a policeman, you should be in jail. There's no two ways about it. But now, these progressive types, you'll stand in front of the court, you might get fined something. On your way, 3 offences later, they're back in again. It's all this progressive, we don't want to prosecute, bail reform. It's the same over here. I spoke to a cop once here, and they tell me you have to fill in a form if you put cuffs on somebody, for crying out loud. And they wonder why we have problems. You need to scrub it all away, put it all back to basics, and start again. It's, back in the 90s in New York, beginning of the 90s, crime was crazy. And piece by piece, with certain policies and certain ways of doing things, it changed. And the same here. Years and years ago in Britain, it was all about crime prevention. My father used to tell me stories about doing foot patrol down the streets, and you would see a pile of bricks outside a shop which had glass windows and glass frontage. The bricks were there because the burglars would come back later on, smash the windows, rob the place and go. So what did the police do? Move the bricks. Simple crime prevention. But if you prevent crime, there's no crime to report. There's no way of justifying you doing your job. So again, it changes. And we get to a situation here where there's far too much paperwork and everything else. I'm dealing with something legal here at the moment. Somebody I know was assaulted in August of last year. They were punched in the face and they fell and smacked their face. The face planted the curb, basically, and lost 2 of their teeth. A serious assault in anybody's book. Grievous bodily harm. And that should have been dealt with very quickly. And now we're at a situation where we're, March, April, and the wheels of justice are still turning very, very, very slowly. And it's cut and dry. Me being me, the day after this assault, I went straight down to the location where it happened. I found witnesses, I found cameras, I found rough evidence where the thing happened. I turned it all over to the police, and where are we? It's crap. It really is crap. And something needs to change all over. You won't find a special like an old-time cop-out anywhere at all nowadays. No, you won't. You won't. Absolutely. And the ones that are about are probably in the offices, pencil pushing. That's the thing. TV is no longer used to give good entertainment. Now only give licence payers woke, wrong information. That's right. Please don't. I missed the comment that Julie made, which prompted that response. I was just having a little rant about how the police are going. Oh, I love the police. I might visit POTC later and cause havoc, laugh my ass off. Don't you dare, Julie. They're fine. They're absolutely fine. Where are we? Hi, Andy and everyone in the chat. Sorry I'm late. Ian Perry, that's okay. No problem. I won't be causing trouble. Laugh out loud. I think she just meant that figuratively, factual. I shall jump on there and keep an eye on her. Don't you worry about that. Police would rather issue fines for COVID breaches. Yeah. Easy pickings. Yeah. And what's happening with those COVID fines? A lot of them are being challenged and returned. Funny that, isn't it? Absolutely funny. Hi, Alan. Yes, Police Off the Cuff is very entertaining. Bill Cannon, and Phil Grimaldi are such good retired NYPD gentlemen. They display the justice of God, in my opinion. Yeah, and they have some cracking guests on there as well. I mean, they've got a retired first-grade detective, Tommy Dades, they have on quite regularly, and he's quite an expert on organised crime and the mafia and all that sort of thing. And there was a couple of New York police department cops who effectively sold their shields to the mafia, and they were carrying out contract killings and various other misdemeanors over a long period from the 60s right through to the 80s and the 90s. Retired to Las Vegas, carried on a bit, and then got arrested. It's all on Google and everything else. It's great storytelling. Very interesting. Right, everybody, we're at 40 minutes. I'm going to look at knocking it on the head. I want to go back indoors now. I want to gradually build back up to the hour and get to somewhere near where we have been. I've enjoyed this evening. It was good to see Bill pop in and all the usual faces as well. Thank you very much to everybody who turned up. If you haven't done so already, before you go, please hit the like button. We're on 111 likes. And I appreciate that very much. And please subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already and you're new here. We've had a super sticker this evening, $10 from Police Off the Cuff, so I appreciate that too. Just another couple of things. We've got merch. Where are we? I think you've seen them under all the videos and everything, the old mugs and t-shirts and stuff. If you want my mug on your boat race or whatever, then go fill your boots. And we've got a YouTube channel membership as well, which is no ties or anything. It's just £1 a month, just a token thing that goes in the Coke habit tin. Well, there's room in that tin, it's nearly empty, and just gets put away there for a rainy day. I will be here tomorrow with another video or two and a live stream later in the day, and I'll try and give you some warning about when that will be. Have a good evening, folks. Happy birthday to Julie Baldwin again. I shall go and pour myself a scotch right now and drink in your honour, and until tomorrow, I bid you all toodaloo.